If somebody says, do I need to be more concerned about my tech platform, et cetera, or my personal skills? You talk about that relationship between an agent and a consumer. How much do you think the value is inherent in technology versus empathy in your experience? Brandon, I'll start with you this time.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I'll tell you, I think technology plays a very vital role in essentially creating efficiencies, and where most of those efficiencies is giving somebody time. If it's time, if it can create convenience, if it can smooth a process, then it's usually a great application. But in many cases, we see, on the onset, the benefit of technology, and then we see the negative side. And I'll take, for example, the smartphone that we all carry in our pocket today. That device has allowed us to be much more mobile. It's allowed us to be much more connected. But it also has allowed, on the negative side, of the dissemination of false information, a lot of negative items. So there's good and bad that comes with it. If you go back to the empathetic nature, and I love the book Humans Are Underrated because I believe in it, and you can look at case studies right now with people like Elon Musk and what happened with the Tesla 3 project and building AI and all machine automation, and ultimately at the end of the day, they ended up scrapping that and going back to, hey, the humans could actually create this assembly line, could get the product out faster, and I undervalued the process. And for me, empathy is the big connection. Understanding sitting face-to-face, belly-to-belly with somebody and voice-to-voice, and understanding what it is their challenges are. Technology isn't going to replace that. Technology may make part of the process easier and more efficient, but I think really the empathetic nature is what holds true in the relationship of our business and our relationship with our customers.
So an agent's personal skills are the tip of the spear, so to speak.
For sure, and layering on the technology on top of that is really what makes a perfect harmonious balance of a great experience.
When I think about real estate from a consumer's perspective, I don't think about technology replacing my agent, but I do think about it enhancing the experience. A good kind of example in my mind is thinking about the medical industry, the healthcare industry. If I had the opportunity to do, a FaceTime or Skype with my doctor versus driving into the office, filling out paperwork that I've probably filled out dozens of times before, dealing with that really clunky process, if that was an option for me, I would be thrilled with that. And I would still see the value that that professional service provider gave me, but they used technology to enhance the experience. And I think that's really how we should be looking at technology in the real estate space as well. So yeah, I don't see it as a threat. I see it as something that we should be leveraging, specifically when it comes to the consumer experience and enhancing that.
And Adam, you invested a huge amount, both personally and financially, with RE/MAX LLC in Booj. A little over, I guess it's been almost a year and a half ago now, or something close to that. What's your view? You run the largest global real estate company.
We're making this experience better. We're streamlining what we can, but ultimately that third component, so you've got the expert agent, you've got the technology, the third component is the customer experience. It's the Disney experience that you're dealing with. It is, wow, you did the very best you could to make this the best experience for me possible. And that's what people remember is the convergence of those three pieces that the expert agent facilitates. But ultimately, those things don't fully come together unless there's that expert agent involved and that human-to-human interaction that can define those challenges and help people see around the corners to understand the unknowns that they don't foresee because they haven't experienced them yet.